Have you ever heard of a man who cured his own deadly cancer with nothing but horse serum and pure belief only to die the moment he learned it was a fake? This is not a story from a fantasy book. It is a real account from the 1950s, a case that has puzzled doctors for decades. The man, known as Mr. Right, had tumors the size of oranges. He begged his doctor for a new experimental drug called crebiozin. He got the shot. A few days later, his tumors had shrunk to almost nothing. He was flying planes again, laughing, living. But then he read reports that the drug was worthless. His faith shattered. The cancer returned with a vengeance. This strange and tragic story asks a powerful question: how much of our healing comes not from a bottle, but from our own minds? This is the deep mystery we are exploring today. It is a phenomenon called the placebo effect. It is a world where a simple sugar pill can ease real pain, where a fake injection can calm a racing heart. It sounds like magic. It feels like a trick of the light, but it is one of the most studied, most powerful, and most misunderstood forces in all of medicine. The placebo effect is your brain's own hidden pharmacy. It is a cheat code for your body, a secret power that you carry with you every single day. We often dismiss it as all in your head, but science is now showing us that what happens in your head can change your body in profound and measurable ways. We are going on a journey to understand this power. We will look at the real science behind it, told in simple words. We will uncover surprising facts, strange stories, and actual research studies that reveal just how deep this connection goes. You will learn how your brain can release its own natural painkillers, stronger than morphine in some cases. You will discover how the very color of a pill, or the sound of a doctor's voice, can change how well a treatment works. This is not about positive thinking alone. It is about the complex ways, beautiful ways, and automatic ways your mind and body communicate in a constant dance of healing and hope. The story of Mr. Right is an extreme example, but it opens a door to a fundamental truth about our health. The mind is not just a passenger along for the ride, it is the pilot. It helps steer the ship of our physical well-being. Understanding this relationship is not just a curious scientific exercise, it holds the key to unlocking better ways to heal, to manage pain, and to live healthier lives. So, let's peel back the layers of this fascinating mystery. Let's expose the placebo effect and see what it can teach us about the incredible power that lies dormant within each and every one of us, waiting for the right signal to be activated. So, what exactly is a placebo? The word itself comes from Latin and means, "I shall please." For centuries, doctors noticed patients feeling better after being given harmless, inactive substances. They used these fake treatments to comfort patients they couldn't truly help. For a long time, the effect was dismissed as imagination or proof the patient wasn't really sick. Then modern science took a closer look. Researchers started using placebos as controls in clinical trials. One group got the real drug. Another group got a fake treatment. A sugar pill. A saline injection. This tested if the medicine worked better than nothing. What they found was astonishing. Time and time again, many people in the placebo group reported feeling better. Their pain decreased, their nausea subsided, their mood lifted. It wasn't just subjective, sometimes it could be measured. Blood pressure changed, heart rate stabilized. The fake pill was doing something real. Scientists shifted the question, not does it work, but how does it work? The sugar pill itself has no power. The power comes from meaning, the ritual, the context, the belief. Those unlock the healing response. A placebo can be anything. A pill made of cornstarch, an injection of salt water, a physical therapy session with sham movements, even a fake surgery. The key: no active medicinal ingredient targeting the condition. Its power lies in the patient's response to the idea of being treated. The simple act of receiving care and being told this will help you is an incredibly powerful signal to the brain. A message of hope and expectation can trigger biological changes. One famous example came from World War II. Anesthesiologist Henry Beecher ran out of morphine. A nurse gave salt water and said it was a powerful painkiller. The soldier's pain subsided enough for surgery. Beecher witnessed it repeatedly. Back home, he researched the placebo effect rigorously. He showed it wasn't a fluke. It was a consistent, powerful part of healing. A discovery that changed medicine forever. One of the most fascinating ways the placebo effect works is through a process called conditioning. You may have heard of Pavlov's dogs, Pavlov's experiment. Pavlov noticed his dogs salivated when they heard the bell that signaled feeding time. The bell began to trigger a real, physical response. Our bodies work in a very similar way. they can be conditioned to respond to medical treatments, creating a powerful placebo effect that is automatic and unconscious. Imagine you have a headache and you take a specific brand of painkiller. The pill blocks pain signals, and after a while your headache goes away. If you do this repeatedly, your brain builds an association. It learns that taking that particular pill, its size, its color, its taste, is followed by pain relief. This is classical conditioning in action. The pill becomes the signal that tells your body to prepare for relief. Now, here is where it gets truly strange. After this association forms, you might take a fake look-alike pill and still experience relief. Your brain, anticipating the drug, can release natural pain-relieving chemicals like endorphins, dopamine. In one study, pairing a drug with a unique green drink later let the drink alone suppress the immune system measurably. This learned response suggests we can potentially use smaller doses of powerful drugs by pairing them with a placebo. For example, a full dose Monday, a half dose with placebo Tuesday, full dose Wednesday. Over time, the body learns, allowing reduced overall drug load. This could mean fewer side effects, lower costs, and more sustainable care. It shows the placebo effect isn't just about belief, it's about the body's deep, learned memory. Beyond learned responses, there is expectation. When you believe a treatment will make you feel better, it often does. This isn't wishful thinking, it's rooted in the brain's reward centers. Expectation changes brain chemistry, the same system that fires for a delicious meal, a warm hug, a winning lottery ticket. Scientists can watch this with fMRI. In pain studies, giving a placebo labeled a powerful painkiller leads pain regions to quiet down. The thalamus, insula, anterior cingulate cortex. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex lights up. That region sends signals down. The brainstem releases endorphins, your body's morphine, blocking pain signals. Give naloxone to block endorphins, the placebo effect vanishes and pain returns. Belief triggers biology, a positive feedback loop. Perhaps the most dramatic evidence for the power of the placebo effect comes from surgery. Can a fake operation fix a physical problem? Sometimes yes. In 2002, Dr. J. Bruce Moseley tested arthroscopic surgery for knee osteoarthritis, scraping and flushing joints. Wondering how much was placebo? He randomized 180 patients. Real surgery, flush only, and sham surgery with sedation. 3 small incisions, saline sounds, and pretend operating for 40 minutes. Results in the New England Journal of Medicine sent shockwaves. Over 2 years they tracked pain, walking, and stairs. Conclusion: the sham surgery patients improved just as much as real surgery. No statistical difference. The ritual, preparation, doctor confidence, incisions, recovery, was as effective as the procedure. This testifies to the mind's influence. Not all surgery is placebo. Surgeons must set bones or remove tumors. But for pain-dominant conditions like chronic knee or back pain, the placebo effect plays an enormous role, redefining healing as partnership between procedure and belief. For decades, wisdom said placebos required deception. But what if the doctor is honest? This is a placebo. It contains no medicine, just sugar. Logically, you'd expect nothing. The magic is ruined if you know the trick. Yet scientists find people who know they're taking a placebo can still get better. At Harvard, IBS patients were split. No treatment versus clearly labeled placebo pills. Doctors said the pills were inert and that the placebo effect can be powerful. Patients took them twice a day. After 3 weeks, the placebo group improved far more. Less pain, less discomfort, better quality of life, on par with some real IBS meds. They knew the pills were fake, but got better anyway. Replicated in chronic back pain, cancer-related fatigue, ADHD. How? Conditioning from a lifetime of pills. The ritual reduces anxiety, creates control, promotes self-care. Explaining placebos reframes expectation to, this ritual can help my brain activate its own healing powers. It's a more honest, empowering form of placebo. Yeah, it's kind of remarkable. Not all placebos are equal. Sensory cues change effects. Warm-colored pills, red, orange, yellow, feel stimulating. Cool, blue, green, feel calming. Warm colors can boost heart rate and alertness. Blue placebos improve sleep and reduce anxiety. White pills are seen as painkillers. 2 pills beat 1, bigger feels stronger. Branded looks stronger than generic. Method matters. A placebo injection is stronger than a pill. Sham surgery is among the most powerful. Even fancy packaging enhances effect. The provider's warmth, confidence, empathy amplify healing. I am confident this treatment will help you. If uncertain or dismissive, the nocebo can weaken outcomes. We have journeyed through the strange science of the placebo effect, learned responses, the power of expectation, even fake surgery. We have seen how the mind can command the body in ways that are both mysterious and measurable. The evidence is clear. The placebo effect is not a trick or a failure of science. It is a fundamental part of our biology, a powerful internal resource for healing. It is your brain's cheat code. So, how can we use this to live better? First, change your mindset about healing. When you start a proven treatment, do so with positive expectation. Your belief is an active ingredient. Embrace rituals of care. Take medicine at the same time daily. Pay attention to the process. This is not about fooling yourself, it's about engaging expectation and conditioning to support medicine and activate healing chemistry. Second, be a mindful healthcare consumer. The environment and relationship matter. Seek providers who are empathetic, who listen, who inspire confidence. 5 extra minutes of explanation can enhance outcomes. A warm, reassuring clinic is a component of good medicine. Choose settings that make you feel safe, heard, hopeful. If you're finding this exploration fascinating, join our community. Like this essay. Subscribe for more deep dives. Share with a friend. I would love to hear from you. Comment below. Share a time you felt better from something small, or a time you felt the power of hope in healing. Your stories are a vital part of this conversation. Please do. As we conclude, let's circle back. The core truth the placebo effect reveals, the undeniable connection between mind and body. For too long, we've treated them as separate, the body as a machine of drugs and scalpels, the mind as abstract. The placebo effect shatters that illusion. It proves our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, expectations are powerful biochemical signals. They can soothe pain, reduce inflammation, calm anxiety, influence our physical health. This is changing medicine. Doctors are exploring ethical integration, not trickery, open-label placebos, enhanced rituals, empathy. Leveraging the mind may let us use fewer drugs, reduce side effects, personalized treatment. The placebo effect isn't a cure-all, it's inside medicines and commons. It's meal. It can't mend a broken bone or eliminate a virus, but it's most effective for brain-regulated symptoms like pain, fatigue, nausea, depression. Knowing we have an internal system empowers us to be active participants in healing. The power that healed Mr. Right lives in all of us. Next time a headache eases after tea or anxiety calms after a reassuring conversation, acknowledge the power at work, your brain responding to a ritual of care, and a feeling of hope. Your brain's secret, powerful, beautiful cheat code. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment with your story. Thank you for joining me. Remember, the greatest pharmacy might be inside your own mind.